I'm Tiffany Newhouse. I'm the CEO of Newhouse Project Consulting. We're a management consulting company based in the United States of America in the San Francisco Bay Area. We support organizations through large technology changes. We work with large Fortune 500 and 100 companies such as Microsoft, Cox Communications, and Kaiser Permanente, to name a few. And I'm very excited to be a part of this session today with the Black, I totally messed that up.
Canadian women.
Yeah.
Black Canadian women in action.
Yeah, the Black Canadian Women in Action. It's been my honor to be asked to be a panelist today to speak about how we have worked in STEM and to encourage other young women and other people to get involved in STEM. And I guess my takeaway today, which I would love for everyone to take away, is to really just be intentional. When you think about STEM, it can be pretty broad, but think about which letter in the STEM acronym that you would really want to drill down on. And then finding someone in your community or in your schools where you can get more education and get a deeper understanding of exactly what that means. And then with that, understand how you can take those learnings and hopefully embark on a career in the STEM field. We need everyone out there. Technology is really the game changer, is the great divider, but we can change that by getting more of our young people and getting more people of color involved in technology. There's plenty of opportunity. So I would say my takeaway is to really dive into it, to learn more about STEM, and to become a part of the STEM community so that we together, collaborating, can make a change and really close the digital divide in this space.
So where can we find these opportunities you mentioned now?
The opportunities that you can find as far as in STEM, once again, is really understanding what it is you want to do in the space around STEM. So specifically, if you were interested in technology, one of the first places that I would start to look is to understand what space in technology. You can use tools like LinkedIn to go in and find others who are doing work in this space. Ask them to become a friend and then reach out and have a meeting with them, and so you can learn more. And it can be for educational purpose to learn more, but also a lot of times on LinkedIn people are looking to bring in interns, to bring in new talent into their organization. So I feel like that's a really good place to start, is looking at LinkedIn and looking for others that you can build a network with.
Can you please talk about some of the barriers you notice that prevents people of color from getting into STEM and tech?
Some of the barriers are, first, it starts with fear of the unknown and not really understanding what it means to be in the STEM arena, not understanding all the various opportunities that are available in the STEM community, and then also just not having enough education in our schools and our communities around what STEM means. And how they can become a part of it. Another barrier is we also oftentimes have access issues. So a lot of people in our various communities don't even have access to the internet, and then we want them to become, to jump into STEM or jump into AI, and they're just trying to get the internet. And so I feel like as a nation, as a global nation, we have to do better at making sure that all people have access to the internet so that they have access to the same information. And then that also gives them opportunities to really understand and to be educated about the opportunities that are available in STEM. So I think it starts really there at the root, and that will help us close that divide in some ways.
Anything else before we let it go?
I just am very excited about the opportunity. We were just talking about how do you get connected. I just kind of accidentally fell into this field. I actually really work on the people side of technology and ensuring that technology is adopted by people. And so I just want you to understand that while we talk about STEM and we talk about technology, technology also has to be accompanied with human beings, because at the end of the day, human beings are the ones who leverage technology. So I just want you to understand that there's a big, vast world of opportunities that aren't always just writing code or being the technical person, but there are a lot of other opportunities around technology that you can also step into and make a very great living for yourself. off. So that's all I wanted to share today. Thank you.
One second, ma'am. I just have to say this because the internet has some dangers for 14, 15, for teenagers sometimes, the dark parts of the internet. So what would you caution, or how would you advise mothers who want their children to get into tech and STEM, knowing that there are predators online as well? How do you gauge or balance that?
Well, how I gauge that, I actually am a mom of a 10-year-old, so I'm actively doing that every day as he tries to look at YouTube and all the other things, that shiny objects on the internet. And so I think you have to really be a companion with your child. So you're not sending them off to the internet or to the computer to go search, but you're making it more of a family opportunity or a bonding event where you sit with them and let's look and see what opportunities may be out there. So you're there partnering with them. I don't ever recommend to just send your children off to the internet because I totally agree. But we have to provide oversight to the internet, and oftentimes we feel like we're too busy and we use the internet and we use the computer as babysitting. But as parents, we really have to step in and really be a partner with our children as they engage and pull down information from the internet to make sure that it's the right information that we want to have in their hands.